वेलकम टू वी लर्न में आपका स्वागत है। We are discussing about management of public enterprising, covering session 13, dimensions and methods of evaluating enterprise performance. Topics covered are performance evaluation of public sector enterprises, its factors and agencies. What are the objectives of performance evaluations in public sector enterprises? Criteria for evaluation of public sector and availability of data on performance evaluation on public sector enterprises. Country model for performance evaluation of public sector enterprises. Performance evaluation of public sector enterprises, its factors and agencies. Now there is a very proper need कि हम performance evaluation system को properly study करें for all kind of public enterprises because they still continue to play a very dominant role in most of the developing countries. So there has been an ongoing debate over the management of the public enterprises. What are their rationale, the growth, success and failures and their relevance in the socio-economic philosophy of a country. Now performance evaluation, it should be intended for further improving the performance of these enterprises and they help in evolving a proper system of performance evaluation. Now there are various performance evaluation systems which are argued whether the objectives of public enterprises they should be financial or social. But क्या है कि public enterprises they are required and they will have to satisfy both these objectives. बहुत सारे attempt बनाए गए in evolving models for performance evaluation. वो इंक्लूड कर सकते हैं ब्रेक इवन अप्रोच को भी या फिर टोटल परफॉर्मेंस अप्रोच. दे कुड बी अप्रोचेस व्हिच यूजेस कंस्ट्रेंड आउटपुट मॉडल. पर इनमें से कोई भी अप्रोच इतनी आसान नहीं है इम्प्लीमेंट करने के लिए. तो जो इन सब की अप्रोच की यूटिलिटी है वो बहुत मिनिमल रह जाती है. नाउ देयर आर दीज प्रैक्टिसेस एंड कंसेप्ट्स व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट when we talk about the concepts, they are not entirely satisfactory in that the problem of social profitability and its qualification and quantification, it's become including a performance evaluation exercise is still unsolved. Now there are certain factors जब हम बात करते हैं they have to be taken into account while trying to develop any model or approach to evaluate the performance of public enterprises. पहला जो फैक्टर वो है environmental factor. When we talk about environmental factor, तो इसमें क्या होता है कि governmental interference for location क्या है, size, technology, appointment of chief executive, functioning of board of directors and pricing, they are very important. Second is a lack of political and administrative will also is one of the factors. फिर आता है lack of objective specification. Then comes lack of suitable performance criteria and lastly non-availability of data on actual performance. When we talk about operational factors, these are the factors which relates to evaluation of enterprise level or sectoral level and national level. They also include the purpose of evaluation to learn, control, motivate, and identify areas for improvement. Thirdly, it includes evaluation of controllable factors and uncontrollable factors too. Then it takes care of evaluation by an insider or an outsider. Then evaluation of total performance, evaluation of individual factor performance, then the mechanism of evaluations, whether it is simple or elaborate, And then comes comparable basis for evaluation. Then evaluation should lead to rewards and punishment. अगर हम टैबुलर फॉर्म में समझने की कोशिश करें what kind of several agencies which are involved in the evaluation of public enterprises और उनकी ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है, तो जो एक्सटर्नल एजेंसीज हैं जैसे कि पार्लियामेंट का ऑब्जेक्टिव जो रहेगा वो नेशनल पॉलिटिकल और सोशो इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज को मीट करना रहेगा. व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट मिनिस्टर्स, उनका ऑब्जेक्टिव होता है शॉर्ट टर्म ऑप्टिमाइजेशन ऑफ पॉलिटिकल गोल्स. Whereas administrative ministry का जो objective होता है, it is to provide assistance in fulfilling ministry's objectives, to provide assistance in fulfilling budgetary objectives. There are user ministries. Their objective is to achieve favorable trade-offs. Finance ministry का objective होता है to ensure compliance with the national budgets. और जो internal agencies होती हैं जैसे governing body, they have their specified corporate objectives. And we talk about unit, they have their specified unit objectives. So the micro level objectives which are listed above, they show a very complex to attempt a single model or approach that satisfies all the objectives or agencies. Now when we talk about objectives of performance evaluation in public enterprises, तो जो इवैल्यूएशन है पब्लिक सेक्टर एंटरप्राइज का, इट इज बेसिकली रिलेटेड टू अ वेरी कॉम्प्लेक्स सेट ऑफ ऑब्जेक्टिव्स. नाउ there are more dimensions to a problem of performance evaluation in public enterprise than as compared to the private enterprise. जो principal objective होता है private sector का वो होता है to maximize profit. But in case of public enterprises, the objectives are multiple and they cover a डिफरेंट एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ ऑपरेशंस. जरूरी नहीं है कि वो एक को करेगा, या तो उनका पर्पस होगा सरप्लस अर्न करना या इक्विटेबल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ इट्स प्रोडक्ट और सर्विस. द मेजर ऑब्जेक्टिव वेदर इट इज इमीडिएट और अल्टीमेट, पब्लिक सेक्टर एंटरप्राइज में वो प्राइवेट सेक्टर एंटरप्राइज में वो प्रॉफिट ही है. Whereas the other objectives like location या फिर choice of technology, capacity, they become secondary until it adds to the ultimate goal. हम बात करते हैं पब्लिक एंटरप्राइजेस, दे आर बेसिकली कंट्रोल्ड बाय पार्लियामेंट और उसकी एजेंसीज के साथ एसोसिएटेड होते हैं जैसे कि कमिटी ऑन पब्लिक अंडरटेकिंग. So there are various conflicting interests which arise between them and the enterprise which is under diverse controlling unit, which is pushing to a stage in which the enterprise cannot show good performance. Often what happens, these conflicting interests, they lead to decisions which are not unintended to better the performance of enterprise as a whole. Another thing that is to be taken care is commercial and non-commercial objectives. So there are different public enterprises which give different emphasis on their social obligations while earning a reasonable rate of return. So for example, when we discuss a reduction in cost in certain fields, they may conflict with some of the non-commercial objectives. So a reduction which is caused by retrenchment or quality reduction, it may be noted, it may not be in the national interest if a drug manufacturer goes in for a profit maximization scenario. But in reality, all commercial and non-commercial objectives, they are complementary to each other and not conflicting and confronting. So commercial success, they should enable a public enterprise to fulfill its non-commercial obligation in a better way. When we talk about long-term and short-term objectives of an individual enterprise level need, they also to be classified as long-term and short-term. It is very necessary because some public enterprises, they may have to plan for commercial losses in the short run. in preference to the fulfillment of social obligation. So an organization such as ONGC, they operate in a very high risk involvement environment, in that it may or may not succeed in identifying oil reserve immediately on a short term basis, but then it will have to invest heavily on this identification process on a continuous basis. When we talk about objectives at each individual enterprise level, तो objectives को पब्लिक एंटरप्राइज को जनरली देखने के बजाय अगर स्पेसिफिक ग्रुप एंटरप्राइजेस में देखा जाए इवैल्यूएशन पर्पसेस के लिए, तो ये बेटर रिजल्ट्स शो करता है. सो दीज पब्लिक एंटरप्राइजेस दे डेवलप or promote industrial growth. So public enterprises that provide basic materials like steel, coal or chemicals to other industrial unit. Public enterprises that provide infrastructural communication or transport facilities, or public enterprises that provide trading facilities like state trading corporation and mineral and metal trading corporations are some of the examples. When we talk about the Controller and Auditor General of India, in his review of account, he has published an annual report of most of the central government companies, wherein he provides the following financial ratios for 3 periods. But the absence of analysis based on them makes it very difficult to draw a conclusion about the financial health of the enterprise. तो जो पहला है वो है लिक्विडिटी रेशो. लिक्विडिटी रेशो का मतलब होता है कि व्हाट इज द स्टेट ऑफ करंट एसेट एज कंपेयर टू द करंट लायबिलिटी. देन कम्स डेट इक्विटी रेशो. देन कम्स प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी रेशो. इसको हम 2 टर्म्स में मेजर कर सकते हैं. परसेंटेज ऑफ प्रॉफिट बिफोर टैक्स टू कैपिटल एम्प्लॉयड, दैट इज नेट वर्थ और से, या फिर होता है परसेंटेज ऑफ प्रॉफिट आफ्टर टैक्स टू इक्विटी. Then comes percentage of working capital to sales, inventories and capital employed. फिर आता है finished good at the year end as represented by number of days sales, and inventories at the year end as represented by number of months consumption requirement. When we talk about the criteria for evaluation of public enterprises, जो general criteria which are used for evaluation of public enterprises, that could be listed as return on investment हो सकता है, total contribution to the state treasury जिसमें होता है interest plus dividend plus taxes plus saving in foreign exchange include होता है, total factor productivity that is value added होता है, employment criteria is also taken care of, self-reliance in technology, environmental protection, furtherance of industrial activity, benefits to the society. So the application of these criteria, they depend on the specific objective of an enterprise. When we talk about the availability of data on performance of evaluation of a public sector enterprise, तो actual performance पे data available होना, they are all on performance criteria and it is very important किसी भी मीनिंगफुल इवैल्यूएशन को कैरी करने के लिए. तो जितने भी पब्लिक एंटरप्राइजेस सर्वे होते हैं, दोज हु आर प्रेजेंटेड टू पार्लियामेंट इन देयर एनुअल मीटिंग्स विच आर डन बाय द डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ पब्लिक एंटरप्राइजेस, ये बहुत सारी फाइनेंशियल रेशियोज को डिफाइन करता है जिससे इवैल्यूएशन बहुत पॉसिबल हो जाती है. देन वी टॉक अबाउट दीज रेशियो. ये रेशियो जो है ये प्रोवाइड करती है परसेंटेज ऑफ सेल्स टू कैपिटल एम्प्लॉयड. ये हेल्प करती है ओवरऑल प्रोडक्टिविटी और इफेक्टिवनेस विद विच द रिसोर्सेज आर अवेलेबल इन द फर्म, उसको शो करने के लिए. दूसरी रेशियो जो होती है वो PBDIT होती है टू कैपिटल एम्प्लॉयड. ये जो रेशियो है इंडिकेट करती है कितने बेनिफिशियली कैपिटल एम्प्लॉय करी गई है. तीसरी रेशियो जो होती है वो होती है द परसेंटेज ऑफ कॉस्ट ऑफ सेल्स टू सेल्स. इट हेल्प्स इन इंडिकेटिंग द प्रॉफिट और लॉस एज पर 100 rupees of sales which are affected. Now when we talk about country models for performance evaluation, तो प्रैक्टिस में देयर आर वेरियस नंबर ऑफ मॉडल्स. अगर हम यूनाइटेड किंगडम की बात करते हैं तो financial disciplines जो public sector में होते हैं they are brought up by various measures. The prominent among these was the papers of 1961, 67 and 78. Since then the performance it is sought to be evaluated by the extent to which public enterprise are operating within the set of external financial limits and achieve the required rate of return. इंडिया के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में जो परफॉर्मेंस है पब्लिक सेक्टर एंटरप्राइजेस की, दे आर बेसिकली लुक्ड इनटू बाय सेवरल एजेंसीज इंक्लूडिंग पार्लियामेंट, एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव मशीनरीज, audit boards, Reserve Bank of India, Planning Commission. Now there are two exercises. What are the various objectives that affect the performance evaluation of public sector enterprises, and discuss the various criteria for evaluation of public sector evaluation. Thank you and have a nice day. Keep learning and relearning.